and you will post translation in a chat.
Great. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Such wonderful books I had. It was tricky to translate it, Tracy.
Oh, sorry. Yes, well, oops. Okay, so today we are going to talk about, I have a coloring page for you guys that is an animal that is even in my neighborhood here in America.
Сьогодні я маю для вас розмальовку, і це тварина, яка навіть живе там, де яка навіть живе по сусідству зі мною, там, де я в Америці.
So that's a coyote.
І це койот.
Coyote. Everybody try to say that, okay? Coyote.
Coyote.
That's right. Good. Do it one more time. Coyote.
Coyote.
That's excellent. You guys, you did a great job.
Thank you.
So, Yanina, maybe we'll start. Can you spotlight me? Let's see if she can do that.
Tracy, how are you?
I'm really good. Thank you, Yanina. I'm really good. How are you?
I'm fine, thank you.
That's great. I'm glad to hear it. So let's get started. Okay, so today we're going to do 2 stories if we have time, which I hope we do. And they're both stories about playing tricks. After the stories, we're going to sing a song, and you'll also have the coloring page if you want it. So our coyote. So,
Wow.
All right, let me tell you a little bit about the idea of a trickster. Raise your hand if you've ever played a trick on someone. Has anybody ever played a trick on anybody? No, really? Okay, raise your hand if anyone's ever played a trick on you. Yeah? Okay, so what a trickster is it's a character in a story, usually a story that's been handed down for many years. And it's about a character who has like human qualities, right? They're usually a very small animal, but they're very smart. And so go ahead.
Сьогодні у нас ми прочитаємо історії обидві про жарти і хитрощі. Це буде історія про таких маленьких звірят, які вони дуже хитренькі, але дуже розумні.
So they're an animal who uses their brain to outwit the other animals.
Це такі звірята, які використовують свій розум для того, щоб перехитрити інших звірят.
Our first story comes from the West Indies. So that's right here on the map. So up here is Florida. This is the United States, the tip of the United States, and that's where Darina lives.
Наша перша історія походить з західної Америки. Is it India?
This is called the West Indies.
Okay, got it. Наша перша історія походить з островів Західної Індії. Це зверху на карті. Ви бачите на горі, це саме край Флориди в Сполучених Штатах, де живе Дарина.
Right. So these islands are, there are 13 separate countries in those islands, and 18 territories.
Ці острови, вони знаходяться. Добре, зараз ми тоді Андрію, Andrew, could you please turn on
Давай, я хочу очень
everyone? Ми потім скажемо, ми зараз Трейсі нам прочитає казку, а потім попишіть у чат. I'm saying that you will read a book first, we will mute everyone, and then when we will have questions, we will like raise hands and we will write in the chat.
Okay.
Можна, будь ласка, сказати, як писати в чат? Я не вмію відправляти.
Як писати в чат? Окей, they're asking how to write down in the chat. Щоб написати в чат, нажимайте, якщо ви з телефону, I will tell them how.
Ви зависаєте.
Вас дуже погано іноді чутно.
Лагаєте.
Okay. Are we ready? Are you guys ready?
Yes.
All right. So, our very first book is about a famous trickster named Anasi.
Мені нам розказати.
Hold on, I got muted. Okay, our first book is about a famous trickster called Anasi. Anasi and the Talking Melon. You can say his name at home if you want. Anasi. Yeah, you got it. I can see you saying that. All right, let's begin. This book, this story is retold by Eric Kimmel, and the pictures are by Janet Stevens. Okay. Right. So here on the very first page is a very big melon. Whoa. Let's see how that works in our story. Here we go. Our main characters are Anasi the spider, he's up here, and Elephant down here working in his melon patch. One fine morning, Anasi the spider sat high up in the thorn tree, looking down into Elephant's garden. There he is. There's Elephant's fine garden. Elephant was hoeing his melon patch. The ripe melon seemed to call out to Anasi, "Look how juicy and sweet we are. Come eat us." Uh-oh. There he is. I guess we know what he's going to do. Anasi loved to eat melons, but he was much too lazy to grow them himself. So he sat up in the thorn tree, watching and waiting while the sun rose high in the sky and the day grew warm.
Анасі був занадто ледачий, щоб виростити дині в самому собі. І тому він сидів і чекав, коли буде день дуже теплий.
By the time noon came, it was too hot to work. Elephant put down his hoe and went inside his house to take a nap.
Коли сонце коли вже був полудень, це було дуже жарко для того, щоб працювати. І слон поклав свою мотику донизу і пішов у дім, щоб подрімати.
Here was the moment Anansi had been waiting for.
Ось був момент, якого Анасі чекав.
See what he says. He broke off a thorn and dropped down into the melon patch. There he goes.
Він зламав колючку і спригнув у диняну грядку.
And he used the thorn to bore a hole in the biggest, ripest melon.
І він використав колючку для того, щоб зробити дирку у найбільшому, найсоковитішій дині.
So this is a very smart spider, right? He knows how to use tools.
Але це дуже розумний павучок, правильно? Тому що він знає, як використовувати інструменти.
Okay, here we go. Anansi squeezed inside and started eating.
Анансі
Squeezed inside and started eating. He ate and ate.
Анансі тиснувся реально почав їсти. Він їв і їв.
Until he was as round as a berry. Ooh, he's fat.
Таким круглим, як яблуко. Ой, товстий.
I'm full, said Anansi at last. So, Yanina, hold on one sec, you guys. Anina,
Ти сказав Анансі наостанок.
and Yanina, I can't hear your translation, so I don't know when to continue.
Can you hear me?
I can hear you now, but it's cutting in and out. Maybe you can give me, I'll look.
Maybe let's just Andrew will post everything in chat, then just go on with English, and Andrew will post translation in.
Okay. Okay. Thank you. All right, you guys. So Anansi said, I'm full, Anansi said at last. Elephant will be coming back soon. It is time to go. I wonder how that's going to work. Let's see how that works. Okay, so oh, sorry. But when he tried to squeeze through the hole, Anansi had a surprise. He didn't fit. The hole was big enough for a thin spider, much too small for a fat one. So Anansi is not always smart, right? He ate so much, he can't get out of the melon. What do you think is going to happen? Check it. You can put it in the chat. What do you think is going to happen? What should he do?
Що ви думаєте трапиться? Напишіть у чат.
Any ideas? Okay, so we can go on. Okay, let me see. All right, so let's go on. I bet some of you guessed what he's going to do. I'm stuck, Anansi cried. I have to wait until I'm thin again. He sat down on a pile of melon seeds and waited to get thin. Time passed slowly. I'm bored, said Anansi. I wish I had something to do. Just then, he heard Elephant returning to the garden. Anansi had an idea. When Elephant gets closer, I will say something. Elephant will think the melon is talking. What fun! Okay, that's a trick, right? Elephant is going to think the melon is talking. Let's see if it works. There's Elephant. There's the big melon with Anansi in it. Elephant walked over to his patch. Look at this fine melon. How big and ripe it is, he said, picking it up. Ouch, cried Anansi. Elephant jumped. Ah, who said that? I did, the melon said. I didn't know melons could talk, said Elephant. Of course we do. We talk all the time. The trouble is you never listened. I can't believe my ears, Elephant exclaimed. A talking melon. Who could believe it? I must show this melon to the king. Uh-oh. Elephant ran down the road. There he is, running down the road, carrying the melon with Anansi inside. Along the way, he ran into Hippo. Hippopotamus. Where are you going with that melon? Hippo asked. I'm taking it to the king, Elephant told him. What for? The king has hundreds of melons. He doesn't have one like this. It's a talking melon. Hippo did not believe Elephant. A talking melon? What an idea! That's as ridiculous as... Oh, that's a big hippo. That's as ridiculous as, said Hippo. A skinny hippo, the melon said. Oh, Hippo got so angry. His face turned red. Who said that? Who said that? Did you say that, Elephant? It wasn't me. It was the melon, Elephant said. I told you, it talks. Do you believe me now? I do, exclaimed Hippo. I want to go with you. I want to hear what the king says about this talking melon. Come along then, said Elephant. So Elephant and Hippo went down the road together, carrying the melon. By and by, they ran into Warthog. Has anyone ever seen a warthog? Raise your hand if you've ever seen this very unusual looking animal. So I actually have seen a warthog in Africa. I brought a picture for you to see of the warthogs I saw. Okay. Whoa. This is a close-up of a warthog. Whoa. And this right here are two little warthogs. See them? And there's a big warthog right there. They're not very pretty, are they? Maybe to other warthogs. Back to the story. Where are you taking that melon? Warthog asked them. We're taking it to the king. What for? The king has hundreds of melons, Warthog said. He doesn't have one like this, Hippo replied. This melon talks. I heard it. Warthog started to laugh. A talking melon? Why, that's as ridiculous as... Uh-oh. What is Anasi the spider gonna say? That's as ridiculous as a handsome warthog, said the melon. Warthog got so angry he shook all over. Who said that? Did you say that, Elephant? Did you say that, Hippo? Of course not, Hippo and Elephant told him. The melon talks. Do you believe us now? I do, cried Warthog. Let me go with you. I want to see what the king says when you show him this talking melon. So Warthog, Elephant, and Hippo went down the road carrying the melon. Uh-oh. Along the way, they met ostrich. It's a little hard to see, huh? There's an ostrich there. Oh, there's his head. There's ostrich's head. They met ostrich, rhino, and turtle. There they are. They didn't believe the melon could talk either until they heard it for themselves. Then they wanted to come along too. More and more people. The animals came before the king. Look at them all bowed down. Elephant has his ears all the way to the ground. Who knows what animal the king is? Can you tell what he is? There he is. Another smart animal. Yes, that's right. You know what? It is a gorilla. Very, very good, you guys. Elephant bowed low as he placed the melon at the king's feet. The king looked down. Why did you bring me a melon? He asked Elephant. I have hundreds of melons growing in my garden. You don't have one like this, Elephant said. This melon talks. A talking melon? I don't believe it, said the king. Say something, melon. There's the king with the melon. Say something, melon. The king prodded the melon with his foot. The melon said nothing. Melon, the king said in a slightly louder voice, there is no reason to be shy. Say whatever you like. I only want to hear you talk. The melon said nothing, and the king grew impatient. Melon, if you can talk, I want you to say something now. I command you to speak. The melon did not make a sound. The king gave up. Oh, this is a stupid melon. Just then, the melon spoke. This spider is causing all kinds of trouble, isn't he? Hopefully, he doesn't say anything bad to the king. Let's see. Stupid am I, said the melon. I'm not the one who talks to melons. Oh. The animals had never seen the king so angry. He doesn't look happy. How dare he insult me? How dare this melon insult me? The king shouted. And he threw it. Oh, let me see what happens here. Oh, the king picked up the melon and tossed it as hard as he could. The melon bounced and rolled all the way back to Elephant's house. Kaboom! It smacked into the thorn tree and burst into pieces. Anasi picked himself up from among the bits of melon rind. All the excitement had made him thin. And now that he was thin again, he was hungry. Anasi climbed the banana tree. He settled himself into the middle of the bananas and started eating. Elephant returned. He went straight to the melon patch. You melons got me into trouble with the king, Elephant said. And there's Anasi up in the bananas. From now on, you can talk all you like. I'm not going to listen to a word you say. Good for you, Elephant, Anasi called from the bananas. We bananas should have warned you. Talking melons are nothing but trouble. So Anasi is now going to continue his tricks on poor Elephant. Now the elephant thinks that bananas can talk. So, have any of you ever heard a piece of fruit talk?
Вас чув, що фрукти розмовляли?
Okay, what piece of fruit spoke to you?
Do you want to
Okay, so I think we're having little tech difficulties. So I think I'm going to go on with the second book. All right, you guys ready? Our second book is about two children who accidentally play a trick on their whole town. This book is called Bedtime is Canceled. Maybe you guys are really going to like this idea. This book is by Cece Meng, and the pictures are by Aurélie Neyret. Here we go. Bedtime is canceled. There we go. The note read, "Bedtime is canceled." Maggie thought of it. Her brother wrote it. Their parents did not believe it. Would your parents believe bedtime would be canceled? Raise your hand if you think your parents would believe bedtime is canceled. So Maggie and her brother's parents did not believe this note. So into the trash it went. There it is, going into the trash. They're still having to go to bed. Into the trash it went until the wind got a hold of it. And it flew out the window, loop-de-loop, across town. Oh, look at that. There it is, flying across town, past all the people. There it is. Until it landed. It finally landed on the desk of a newspaper reporter. Right on the pile, right on the top of his finished work. Why is he upside down in this picture? Huh? I think it's because he fell asleep at his desk working. There he is, his finished work. The newspaper printed it in big, bold, black letters. Bedtime is canceled. Everybody who read it believed it. Even the principal at Maggie's school believed it. There she is when she reads the paper. Does your principal look like that? Huh? Even Principal Nancy at Maggie's school believed it. And she was so surprised. She poured her morning coffee into her purse. She combed her hair with a toothbrush. Ew, yuck. And dried her face with her calico cat. Meow. At school, Principal Nancy immediately sent a notice home to all the parents. The parents read it and were not happy about it. Some of them strongly disagreed. A television reporter received an urgent text about it and raced to the school, where TV cameras filmed 6 parents throwing tantrums in the flower beds. Principal Nancy gave them a time out. Do you guys have timeouts in Ukraine? So timeouts may be something kids everywhere get, right? If you do something that your parents don't like, they may give you a timeout, right? Where they say, you go in another room and be quiet and think about this for 5 minutes, maybe more, depending on what you did. All right, so timeouts work with kids and animals too. On TV, the newscaster announced it. News alert, bedtime is canceled. Everybody who watched it believed it. Almost everybody. TVs were left on. Dishes from midnight snacks stacked up, piled up, and up. Everyone was sleepy, but no one went to sleep. Bedtime was canceled. In school, Miss Claiborne couldn't remember what 1 + 1 was. The teacher didn't know 1 + 1. She was that tired. Mr. Jones got the ingredients of his science experiment mixed up and accidentally turned 9 of his fingers green and the 10th one pink. So look, here's his green fingers. Let's see if you can see that. Green fingers. And one down here is pink. Oh dear. Teachers were so busy napping. Whoops, where did that go? Teachers were so busy napping, they let the kids out of school late, very late. And this was noticed. At dinner, 56,000 parents fell asleep in their mashed potatoes. Uh-oh. There's the dog on the table. Uh-oh. Everyone was too tired to care. So how is this going to end? Can you guess? What do you think is going to happen? Let's find out. The new note read, bedtime is not canceled. Maggie thought of it and her brother wrote it. This time, There she is, giving it to the reporter. The new note. This time, her parents believed it. Maggie personally delivered it to the newspaper reporter. The newspaper reporter printed it. A special edition in bold black letters. Bedtime is not canceled. And that night, at bedtime, everybody went to bed. Almost everybody. What are they doing now? Let's see what they're writing. This says, hold on, I can't read that. Oh, it says, cleaning up bedroom is not allowed. They're getting ready for another trick. Just like Anasi. Okay, you guys, we have a story. No, we did our stories. Now we're going to do our song. So let's see. I will start. I'll do it once. Oh, and you know what? I need all of your help with a word in this song. So in English, a spider, like Anasi, is spider. You guys can try that word, okay? Spider. And it's spelled S-P-I-D-E-R. So now in Ukrainian, I need your help because I think the word for spider is pavuk. Is that right?
Yeah, it's like pavuk.
Pavuk. Pavuk. Okay, that's fantastic, you guys, because a pavuk is in here too. So, Andrew, how do you say the letters in pavuk? Pavuk. P-A-V-U-K?
Yeah.
Okay, and that's okay to say. Okay, all right, you guys, I'm going to need your help in this song. Let me sing it for you once. Then you can join me, okay? This is Anansi's song, Anansi the spider. I'm up in a tree. You can't see me. I'm down on the ground.
Я внизу на землі.
I'm still around. Can you hear me? Can you hear me?
Ти мене чуєш? Ти мене чуєш?
I'm a spider.
Я павук.
S-P-I-D-E-R. I'm a pavuk. Pavuk.
Я павук.
P-A-V-U-K. I'm Anansi. I'm Anansi.
Я Анасі. Я Анасі.
Okay, so let's do it together, you guys. Can we unmute everybody? We're going to sing it together. Thank you. All right, you guys. Go to my gallery view. Okay, here we go. Oh, my view got really weird. There we go. Here we are. All right, you guys, here we go. I'm up in a tree. You can't see me.
You can't see me.
I'm down on the ground.
I'm down on the ground.
I'm still around.
I'm still around.
Can you hear me?
Can you hear me?
Can you hear me?
Can you hear me?
I'm a spider.
I'm a spider. I am spider.
S-P-I-D-E-R.
S-P-I-D-E-R.
I'm a pavuk.
Юля, ці машинка,
I'm a
виконує
pavuk.
Харкові.
P-A-V. U-K.
Pavuk.
I'm a Nancy.
I'm a
I'm a Nancy. That was so good. Shall we do it one more time together? One more time together?
Yes.
Okay, here we go. I'm up in a tree.
I'm a tree.
You can't see me.
You can't see me.
I'm down on the ground.
I'm down and round.
I'm still around.
I'm still around.
Can you hear me?
Can you hear me?
Can you hear me?
Can you hear me?
I'm a spider.
I'm a spider.
S-P-I-D-E-R.
S-I-D-E-R.
I'm a pavuk.
I'm pavuk.
P-A-V-U-K.
UK. Pavuk.
I'm a Nancy. I'm a Nancy. Right. That was great. You guys are great. You guys are so good. And you were very patient. You were very patient with my Ukrainian.
Thank you.
Okay, guys, don't forget you have a coyote color. So does anybody have any questions? Are there any questions? Okay, so yeah.
This is a fox.
How many people will drink? Let's see.
This is a fox.
Okay, what's your question?
Yeah, stop. Yeah.
Please.
So Andrew or Yanina, can you mute everyone and then let one at a time? Let Maria ask a question first.
Це на розмальовку лисиці чи вовк, чи вовк. This is a fox.
Скажи, слышиш, що вона не холодно, може закрити.
Is there a question?
Жарко, наоборот.
Okay,
What is
some
inside because
Maria has a question, I think, but I don't know what it is. One more time, Maria. Oh, is it a fox? Is it a fox? No, no. It's
This is a book.
bigger. It's bigger than a fox. It's like a very big dog. It's like this
Ты же
big.
японский понимаешь, какие
Maria,
это
it's like this
проблемы?
big.
мало, ничего не покупаю.
It's a big dog.
Глаза болят.
This is a dog big.
This is a wood.
Is there any other question? Does anybody else have a question?
Или ты не знаешь, как это сказать?
My mom is asking if, sorry for a question, if you did some medical test, what
Test.
exactly made you suffer?
Делали?
Olga, let's see.
Трава, которая цветет, дикая.
Olga has a question.
This is a wood.
Потом до этого умер отец, потом умер муж.
What, thank you, Olena. Is there any other question?
Where are you now?
Where am I? Is that a question for Tracy? Yes? Okay. I'm in
Tolania.
the United States
Aquay.
and a place called
Aquay.
California, a state,
Aquay.
and a town called San Rafael.
Aquay.
You're in your home or
I'm in my house. This is my husband's office.
Wow.
See the world map over there? So I can always be thinking of you. I think of you all the time, every
This is
day.
a big house.
Вот, это бесконечное здание.
Actually, it's a little house. It just looks big. This room is very small.
Hmm.
Does anybody else have a question?
No.
No
No.
questions.
No.
All right. You guys, it was fabulous to see you today. Thank you so
Goodbye.
much for coming. And I will see you next week.
Thank you.
Thank you. I'll see you next
Thank
week.
you. Goodbye. See you
Mwah.
next time.
Goodbye.
Bye. See you next time. Mwah, mwah, mwah.
Goodbye.
Goodbye.
Have a nice day.
Thank you. You too. Bye, everybody.